Building a resistance group requires operatives with specialized skills. Technical abilities, firearms handling, and physical training are all valuable. Bare-knuckle boxing rings are a good place to find people who are good at throwing punches, or taking them. By defeating each opponent in an arena, you'll have an opportunity to face its best fighter. Prove your physical superiority, and they may consider joining DedSec. I'm guessing that's some sort of primate society thing.
This is London Calling. I'm Tash, and you're listening to Buccaneer, your source for what they don't want you to know. Today we're talking about Dev Hassani, our gone, but sadly not forgotten Prime Minister. It's strange to think that he was just another here today, gone tomorrow politician until his infamous London is drowning speech went viral. The forces of darkness he unleashed with that speech changed everything around us. Was Hassani's rise inevitable? Could it have been stopped? And what happens when democracy starts to breathe the ideas that can destroy it? Using back channels and underground contacts, we got in touch with political analysts and historians to find out how it's possible for cynical, short-term leaders like our beloved Prime Minister to give birth to political nightmares. No full names, as you know.
Pointless.
These days, telling the truth can get you killed. Helen spells out the dangers of populism, but makes it
I'm here.
I'll highlight the server with the AR reconstruction software. It's out of reach, so you'll need to use a heavy cargo drone to steal it.
I loaded the server into your vehicle. You're good to go. Drive safe. You have precious cargo now.
Wait, what? Blowing up is a possibility. No, I don't want to blow up.
CTOS-AR. Data reconstruction in progress.
This will do. Remain in the area until I've downloaded enough data to the server. Download complete. I need a wider sample of data, so I'm pushing you the coordinates to a new location. This is brilliant. Look at this. It's compiling data from the surveillance infrastructure. Nearby CTOS drones, civilian optics, CCTV, and then it assembles those scraps into what happened in this location 24 hours ago. Fantastic.
Control, we've received the call, over. Target has cleared checkpoint on. Eyes on target, they've crossed checkpoint. Target has crashed their vehicle, over.
Control, suspect has left the car. Control, I've identified an armed individual.
Control, we are pursuing the target.
CTOS AR. Data reconstruction in progress.
Alright, scraping data from optics, CTOS cameras, microphones, laptops. Say, do you reckon SRS uses this to watch people shag? Fucking hell, do they use it for anything but watching people shag?
Car to control, we're tracking the suspect. Control, we are pursuing the suspect.
Baggy, drones. There are drones. Help!
Well, shit. Can you do anything to lose your new friends? Maybe invite them to a pottery night or overshare something personal. Whatever you do, just get to the last location in one piece.
Fuck, alright, I guess.
Transfer complete. I'm missing one last data set. Pushing you the coordinates to the location now.
There's no way.
London Calling. I'm Tash, and you're listening to Buccaneer, your source for what they don't want you to know.
Well, that was a massive cock-up. We'll have to try again later.
I'm in pursuit of the target.
Patience! Back away. Do not interfere. All right, get a move on.
Auto drive now enabled. Auto drive now disabled.
Be careful, it's taking too much damage. A few more hits and it's toast.
Auto drive now enabled. Auto drive now enabled. Auto drive now disabled.
Instructions while passing through the checkpoints. Suspected members of DedSec will be detained.
Auto drive now disabled.
CTOS AR. Data reconstruction in progress.
Apprehend the suspect.
Use a pursuit intervention technique.
They're still on me, Bagley.
Don't let the drones destroy the server before I'm done. Get out of the lorry and take care of them. Shoot them, throw rocks at them, destroy them psychologically with cyberbullying. Just keep them busy until the transfer's complete. lug around this server forever. We should probably wipe our prints off it anyway.
Go on.
I'll overload the CPUs to cause a power spike and destroy the battery unit. The electromagnetic pulse should destroy both the server and the drones. So, you know, run! Well, that was fun, wasn't it? We pulled off a heist, made life a bit harder for the tyrants of the world, and most importantly, I got a new toy to play with. Now, run along back to the safe house. Sabine wants you and your new teammates for a briefing.
The sadly not forgotten Prime Minister. It's strange to think that he was just another here today, gone tomorrow politician until his infamous London is drowning speech went viral. The forces of darkness he unleashed with that speech changed everything around us. Was Hassani's rise inevitable? Could it have been stopped? And what happens when democracy starts to breed the ideas that can destroy it? Using back channels and underground contacts, we got in touch with political analysts and historians to find out how it's possible for cynical, short-term leaders like our beloved Prime Minister to give birth to political nightmares. No full names, as you know. These days, telling the truth can get you killed. Helen spelt out the dangers of populism for major political magazines and websites back in the pre-censorship days.
The appeal of fascist politics is about strongmen, and they are usually men, because it's about saying there are simple problems that are really easy to define, say immigration, and there are simple solutions to them, stop immigration. And they are really appealing because they make sense of a world that can often feel really complicated. Confusing, and they do offer, or seem to offer, action instead of what politics can often be, which is a kind of messy set of compromises where no one gets really what they want, everyone gets a little bit of it. And that's the problem, really, is you end up in a situation where it looks like someone is going to do something incredible and transformative, but of course either it never really delivers, or it delivers at a huge cost to, for example, dehumanising people. And I think you see that in the rhetoric around immigration. If you say immigrants are a problem, we're going to stop them, it's a legitimate political stance for a country to want to control its borders. But the way that that's done can often end up being very cruel and inhumane, because what you have said is immigrants specifically are the problem. Not every fascist is a populist, but they are two interlinked styles of government, really, because what fascists tend to do is rely on narratives of deep change and of enemies. I think that's one of the hallmarks of this style of politics, where you represent your opponents not just as people who disagree with you, but as existential threats, as evil people. So you see it in the course of the run-up to the Second World War, where Jewish people are represented as, rats and a scourge. You see it with Muslims, where they are represented as coming to take over and replace white people. So you have big, defined groups of enemies that the person who is trying to convince you to vote for them, or later on simply to support their regime perhaps, needs to defeat. There is always an enemy to be defeated. Unfortunately, one of the things we're very bad at as humans is recognising
Well done, team. It's good to see the safe house filling up again. The only way we're going to keep London from falling into total oppression is by rebuilding the resistance. We need to recruit, train, build back our arsenal. The people are itching to rise up and take their city back. We just need to show them that DedSec are fighting along with them.
Sure, but can't we just take all the arseholes out and... ta-da! Problem solved.
The constant Albion beatdowns aren't making me feel any safer. But I bet they're making money.
Don't forget Clan Kelly. Those vultures keep exploiting people who have nothing left to give.
Fair, but remember that this zero-day hacker group is still out there. They took out DedSec once, and it's a good bet they'll try again. I believe they were responsible for the bombings and framed DedSec. With your help, I plan to get to the bottom of this mystery.
I'd say that's a full docket. Enough talk. Let's unfuck London.
I found a lead.
I'm not gonna let my blood boil over this situation.
You're more likely to hurt yourself if you play darts while drunk, but let's be honest, that'll be hilarious.
Yeah?
If this makes you more comfortable facing down armed mercenaries, I'm all for it. If this makes you more comfortable facing down armed mercenaries, I'm all for it. If this makes you more comfortable facing down armed mercenaries, I'm all for it.
When democracy starts to breathe the idea. I've been avoiding this place since it happened. All this empty air makes it hard to think of stupid shit to say, you know?
So what's with the security? This building should be under construction, not under guard.
Yeah, super weird. Bagley, what am I looking for?
Any kind of device or component that could still be emitting the signal. It seems to be coming from within the rubble.
Yeah, yeah. Banging. So fucking cool. Fuck yeah. Wicked. Fuck yeah. Wicked. Yeah, yeah. Banging.
What the hell?
This is it. The signal is coming from this spider-bot fragment. No indication yet who it belongs to.
Oh, poor little guy. What are you doing here, friend?
Difficult to say, but with an AR reconstruction, we may be able to see what happened to it and if it relates to the attack. Access data relays in the vicinity, and I can compile enough data to build the AR reconstruction. Perfect. 2 more data relays to go.
I do not resist.
Dude, I was just like, bam, hoo, ha, hiya, ooh. It was so cool.
One more data relay and I'll have it. That should do it. Now, I'll just take the audio from this stream and the video from these 36 and... Got it. Go back to where you found that spider bot and I'll show you the AR reconstruction from the night of the explosion.
Copy that.
CTOS AR. Data reconstruction in progress.
You brought the payload? What, think we'd go back here? Don't cuff the Kelly dog.
Kelly? Like Clan Kelly? Mobsters blew the city up.
Looks like the Kelly supplied the bomb and were making a delivery.
Question is, who were they meeting with? Didn't seem like they knew each other too well. Maybe that was Zero Day.
Well, don't just stand there. Keep looking.
Bagley, can you do a thing and work out who was running the spider bot?
I've now fully decrypted the signal the spider bot is broadcasting. And while I cannot identify a specific user, it is a call code used by the Metropolitan Police Service.
Hold on, the police watched this happen?
The reconstruction continues behind that rubble.
Cool. Lucky I bought my secret quantum tunneling device, mate.
Quantum tunnel technology is at least 10 years away, but spider bots and drones are here today. You could try one of those if you don't feel like waiting.
Good call.
Why don't you aim those human eyeballs of yours at the van's cargo?
Right, okay.
RDX nitrogen, and the exact same detonator system like the bombs that were planted at Parliament.
It's 0 day. It's gotta be.
There, hurry. We've got all the deliveries.
So you were hired to supply all the targets?
Shut it. We're all on need to know.
Shit. So 0 day was using a bunch of groups to pull off the bombings.
That's certainly one way to pull off a massive coordinated attack while remaining anonymous. 0 day needed manpower and resources, but they needed them at an arm's length. And it doesn't take the world's greatest AI detective to see that both Clan Kelly and Albion benefited in the aftermath. Unfortunately, this is the most we can get out of the AR reconstruction. But if we could find the mystery officer who was spying through the spider bot, maybe they could tell us more.
We'll find. Adding you to the collection.
Spider-Bot's serial number, it was assigned to New Scotland Yard 3 years ago. Perhaps more information about its user or its assignment will be available at the station.
So the police knew about the bombings and said nothing. Oh, Bagley, I think we might get to uncover a conspiracy.
The only way to know for sure is to investigate New Scotland Yard.
None. Any notes? Nope, didn't think so.
This is London Calling. You're listening to Buccaneer, your source for what they don't want you to know. With me, Tash. It's hard to believe that there could be shortages of food and medicine in an advanced country like ours, and yet here we are. Those old government promises of adequate food turned out to be just another lie. Today we're short of basic foodstuffs and vital medical supplies. Hundreds have already died of conditions that could be easily cured. The black market means that criminal gangs like Clan Kelly run our cities. And Prime Minister Dev Hassani isn't even around to pretend to care. How do we go from a consumer paradise to a place of empty shelves and fighting for supplies? What turns the land of plenty into a world where food back to black market barrier? Here's Becky, a political reporter Ian, on the power behind shortages.
I mean, what was the first thing that happened when Britain sealed itself off? The first stuff that stopped from coming in was fresh food. I mean, we could live without fresh food. I mean, everyone's life instantly worse.
Shit, it looks like Albion took over the police station.
And the entire police service. But don't worry, if you're not pleased with your privatised goon squad, just take your business across the street.
Well, I do say fuck the police. I also say fuck Albion. What to make of this?
Not to worry, the only difference now is the uniform, assault weapons, and the fact they're motivated by profit over public service. Now, any record or information on the Spider-Bot will be further in.
Hundreds have already died of conditions that could be easily cured. The black market means how do we go from a consumer paradise to a place of empty shelves and fighting for supplies? What turns the land of plenty into a world Here's Vexton, political reporter Ian, on the power behind shortages.
I mean, what was the first thing that happened when Britain sealed itself off? The first stuff that stopped from coming in was fresh food. I mean, we could live without the fresh food. I mean, everyone's quality of life got instantly worse than we could live without.
You're amazing.
The damaging part was when the radioactive isotopes stopped coming in. Now, radioactive isotopes, that's what we use in cancer screening, cancer treatment. Now, that stuff, it has a short half-life. Technology used to save hundreds of thousands of lives just by screening for cancer, let alone testing for cancer. But that stuff has a half-life of 66 hours. As soon as those walls went up, there was just no time to bring it into the country, and that is when people started dying. And then the medicine. The thing is, there's loads of medicines that you just can't stop. There was a moment before it took place when actually there was some effort to try and stockpile some of the medicine. There was some things that could be done. For a lot of it, there was nothing.
What was that? It's suspicious and is prone to valuable investigation. Remember to be mindful of your action. Oh my, that is this.
There we go. I think you just made a new friend. If Albion wanted to lock them up, they must be dangerous. And dangerous we can use.
That's right.
Degenerates!
Bagley, is this the right spider bot?
According to the serial numbers, this matches the piece of spider bot from the Tone bombing site.
Can you tell who used it last?
Navigate the spider bot from out of that room. I'll need a direct connection in order to learn more from our bisected friend.
Piss easy. I got this.
Dipshit.
That opening right there looks like a good exit point. That's a part of the remote detonator system from Parliament. If the Met, or Albion rather, actually analysed it, they would see it wasn't DedSec's handiwork at all. Right, get comfy. This spider-bot might be broken and missing some of its legs, but it can still jump and fit through vents. That's a good way to get through the station undetected. That's Dalton's mask. It must have been recovered from Parliament. It might be the only thing left of him now. buggery fuck. You look at all this junk. You'll have to jump your way across to get to the next vent opening.
They couldn't do their jobs. Suddenly some corporation could clean up our streets better than the same police force would have for who knows how long. When crime fighting is treated like a business, crime will never go away. That would be bad for business, right? So don't tell me Albion has our best interests at heart.
If the police could handle their job, Albion wouldn't be necessary. But they can't. Home bombing is a perfect example. A bunch of lazy, overpaid cops. Well, they're not
You're almost there. Make your way through this last vent path.
Got it.
Scanning Spiderbot and accessing its internal drives. While I'm analysing this data, you should make yourself scarce. Unless you'd like to explain to your new, heavily armed, privatised police force why you've broken into the station.
Sure.
The Spiderbot fragment you found has a satellite-based GPS module that regularly pushed its location to a specific ground station.
A secret location? Cool. What are we waiting for? Let's go.
Pushing you the ground station's coordinates.
What the fuck is that thing? Yeah, I'm stumped. Bagley, any ideas?
I'm detecting a surveillance network guarding a space under this bridge. If you can patch into it, perhaps you can take a look inside. The GPS history of the spider bot we recovered regularly pinged these coordinates. Our mystery witness to the real bombers must have come to this lovely, damp location several times.
Seems like a pretty good place to do secret shit, if you ask me.
Or to discreetly dump a body into the Thames.
Piss off! Fuck! Bastard!
Facial recognition in progress.
This is bullshit.
Bloody brat.
Do not hesitate to report the crime. Safety is Albion's priority. If you see something, say something. We are here to protect you.
Who's over there? Keep searching.
Whoa, it's like a secret police station down here. I mean, a police station that is secret, not a You know what I mean.
Well, if Albion was stomping all over your workplace, you'd find a different place to store your lunch too. And it seems our mystery officer was dedicated.
Yeah, all right. So what would lead them to the Tone bombing?
The computer's dusty enough to kill an asthmatic, but there may still be something useful on it.
This is Inspector Caitlin Lau. Well, former inspector now. Since Albion's coup, the Met is no more. The police brass had already buried the evidence anyway. Everything implicating Albion and Clan Kelly in the bombings. But I know Mary Kelly's band of twats were involved, and they're involved in other crimes we can look into. Me and a few good mates are willing to go off book, going after Mary Kelly again. I'll never fucking learn, will I? Inspector Caitlin Lau, video log. Clan Kelly and Albion are teamed up on some deal. I don't have all the details, but it looks to be human trafficking. The European Processing Center is the Albion angle. Since the bombings, they can grab anyone off the street. Call them illegal immigrants, potential DedSec insurgents, whatever. Though we know who the real danger is. So, Clan Kelly gets hold of these people, these immigrants, deportees, victims, really, and they're taking them somewhere. But where and why? It all comes back to the boss lady herself. I knew she was into something, but she wriggled off the hook. There's only one way I can do this. 24/7 surveillance on Mary Kelly. If I'm caught, well, this will be my last entry. But I have to see what she's hiding.
So, our mystery officer was Inspector Caitlin Lau. It sounds like Mary Kelly was her white whale, and her investigation led her to the bombings.
Fuck me. So Albion and Clan Kelly were working together?
It seems like 0 Days Web covers all of the unsavory bits of London. Tug on a thread, and it leads back to them. Clan Kelly and Albion included.
People are getting snatched off the streets. We have to do something about it, right? That's what we do.
Inspector Lau mentioned Albion is running their part of the operation out of the EPC. Detectives like us call that a lead.
Please, I need help! Oh, at our location, over!
Control, we're pursuing the suspect.
Suspect is unsighted. Unsighted sweeping area.
I'll be taking this.
This Albion Clan Kelly business leaves a bad taste in my mouth. And if Caitlin Lau's right, then this little nugget jumps to the front.
Auto drive now enabled.
We have reason to believe a former DedSec operative may still be alive, but missing inside the EPC.
Angel Lopez, not London born, but I won't hold that against him, unlike some others.
Looks like Angel got caught up in the immigration roundup, which, ironically, may be the only reason he escaped 0 Days DedSec purge.
Anti-immigrant sentiment has grown in London since the bombings. Albion fuels it. It allows them to send anyone they want to their brutal refugee camp.
We need to find Angel before they discover he's DedSec. This is kind of personal team. Finding his trail might just shed some light on the Albion Clan Kelly connection.
That's not good. No deportees are leaving the UK. They probably threw him into the EPC and just forgot about him.
I've sent the details to your device and advised our contact at the EPC. They can get you inside.
Let's do this.
I mean, what was the first thing that happened when Britain sealed itself off? First stuff that stopped from coming in was fresh food. I mean, we could live without fresh food. I mean, everyone's quality of life got instantly worse, but we could live without it. The most damaging part was when the radioactive prices. Now, radioactive isotope...
All units, disengage. Suspect has
That
disappeared.
stuff, it has a short half-life. Technetium used to save hundreds of thousands of lives just by screening... cancer, let alone testing for cancer. But that stuff has a half-life of 66 hours. As soon as those walls went up, there was just no time to bring it into the country, and that is when people started dying. And then the medicines. The thing is, there's loads of medicines that you just can't stockpile. There was a moment before it took place when actually there was some efforts to try and stockpile some of the medicines. There was some things that could be done. For a lot of it, there was simply nothing that could be done. We had a major problem with drugs.
So, I've delved more into Caitlin Lau's investigation, and an enormous number of missing person cases centre around the EPC. The inspector was definitely onto something.
Okay, yeah, let's find our guy. If they work out that Angel is dead before we find him, he's... you know, dead.
Got Bagley summons. I've already taken care of your entry. Get you in quick and quiet.
You're not like actually putting me in their system, right? That's a hassle that I do not need.
No worries, I'll spoof. But come meet me on the rooftop. The only place here that doesn't smell like piss. Got some info for you.
The European Processing Centre. It processes deportees by stacking them up in squalid conditions and forgetting about them.
New me, eh? Have a drink? Not half bad considering it was made in a bleeding bathtub. Don't worry. They let us have our little voices in here. Keeps us quiet. Right. More for me. Can't be picky. Seeing doctors, lawyers, street vendors come through. It's all the same once you're in here.
What do you mean?
We're all equally dehumanised. far as the man on the street's concerned, we're the reason the city's gone to shite, you see. So these pricks can do whatever they want to us.
Yeah, I hear ya.
Ain't no one gonna do anything about it. Where's DedSec when you need him?
Hello? Say again?
Ah, nothing. Daydreaming, I guess. Think I need another drink. Listen, steer clear of those Albion wankers' new meat. Stay away from the clinic if you can.
They got the right to I get stuck in society is going to be on their minds. Might as well just start attaching cameras to every citizen so they can watch everything. With that goddamn random interrogation and ID checks. This one side is going right.
What is going on here?
This place is worse than a prison camp. Every day I see people come through here, torn from their homes and their families. But I'd rather stay and keep an eye on things. Maybe help out once in a while. Like now.
So this is what this country does to people with wrong stamps on their passports. Cool. So cool. So glad that I live here.
Yeah, well, people have been disappearing. Records say they have been processed, but it doesn't add up. No one ever properly leaves. And with the Kellys prowling around like fucking hyenas, I am not too optimistic about the people slipping through the cracks.
Oh, cool. Now we're fucking with Mary Kelly. I was just thinking how I'd love to get my balls cut off.
Truth. Now, about your missing guy. The best place to start would be the EPC database. They keep a record of everyone that comes in. And be careful.
Putting the location of the EPC database on your optic.
Could you back up, yo? Nah, thanks. I'm not interested. A bit rude, yeah?
Imagine how you look right now. Listen to me. Calm down.
There will be a database here that we can search for evidence on Angel Lopez.
I definitely...
Turn over everything here until you find them. They're gone. Let's head back and regroup.
Go on, Bagley. Tell me you found something.
I have. His file has been deleted from the main database, along with hundreds of others. Still very detailed. Even when committing crimes against humanity, the government doesn't skimp on paperwork. Here is a recording labelled Exit Interview.
You know what we do with terrorists, Lopez? Don't go pissing me off by denying anything. We know you're with DedSec. You think you were picked up on some random sweep? Not a fucking chance. Nothing to say. Well, this is not going to go well for you then, because I want information. The rest of your cell, where are they? I want names, places, everything you've got.
You think I'm daft? I spill everything I know and what? You let me go? I'm not talking. I know how this ends.
Oh, I don't think you do. I'm going to throw you to the wolves. The Kellys have an interesting way of disposing with problems.
You think I'm scared of some fucking thugs? Of winding up floating in the dams? Fuck you.
You're too pretty for that, mate. First, they'll peddle you. For dosh, right? Then, when you're used up, they're going to chop you up and send the pieces to the four corners.
I can take whatever you've got.
I almost feel sorry for you. Get him to the bloody clinic, then.
Shit. They knew he was DedSec the whole time. This doesn't look good for Angel.
The clinic keeps government service hours, which means it's closed. We'll have to find Angel the old-fashioned way and hack their CTOS hub. Deportation limbo, horrible living conditions, unexplained disappearances. It's almost as if the media are deliberately ignoring the situation here in favour of... Oh, look here, Beatrice Stokely, 89, recently took up kickboxing to fill up her days. Fascinating. If the EPC is a typical example of how humans treat each other, I'd say a benevolent AI overlord is a step up, wouldn't you?
Is now the time, Bagley?
Are your documents in order? Is your visa valid?
Take a step
Failure
back,
to possess
buddy.
valid status documents is a crime.
Okay.
Hey, mate, are you ready to wake up from this dystopian nightmare or what?
You're DedSec, aren't you? Well, have I got some juicy information for you lot?
Go on.
few weeks ago, my entire division got sacked, yeah? All 300 of us. But what's even weirder is that we all got replaced. Like the same day.
Mate, I'm sorry, that's awful.
Yeah, it's alright. I've got a few things lined up. But I can't get this thing out of my head. It's just way too fishy. We were the genuine article. But they tossed us out and replaced us with fakes. I am telling you, they're up to something.
Right. So, you want DedSec to look into your replacement then?
Yep. Help me with this and I'll owe you big time. Ever heard of personal space? Can I help you?
Don't let the tit-head get away.
I have reconstructed an AR scene of Angel's examination. You can view it inside the clinic.
Yes! Smashed it!
Albion personnel are authorized to use force. Always comply promptly to instructions.
You attacked my friend!
Failure to comply with instructions from Albion personnel is a crime.
CTOS-AR. Data reconstruction in progress.
No stone unturned. Maybe I can help you out. Just let me out of here.
Procedures, Mr. Lopez. We'll have you out of here in a minute or two.
Fuck, what was that? Looks like they put something in him. Let's get a closer look.
Facial analysis matches for both. They're part of Mary Kelly's little pack. So, Inspector Lau was right after all. Clank Kelly and Albion are in bed together. What a shit orgy that would be.
Shit. I'll check in with Central.
Microchips, coated with biocompatible glass to prevent rejection.
So they put a thingy in his neck. Is it for tracking or... Oh! Maybe it's for counting steps.
No, these are more sophisticated. If I had to guess, I would say they were designed to deliver a dose of some unknown compound. Not the kind of thing you find at your local corner shop. I could reconstruct the path he took if you want to see how this cliffhanger gets resolved.
Fucker! Get it! Before he triggers! Fuck! He's getting away! Get after him!
Shit, they're catching up on him. Come on, Angel.
Yes, he's gonna make it.
Fucked up. We don't have a match yet. She's gonna kill us.
No, it's fine. As long as he's not damaged, there'll be no waste. Demand's high with the new network.
Guess you're right. Let's tube him, get him in the van and out to the incinerator.
What the fuck? So I guess that neck thing wasn't just a tracking device.
They triggered it remotely. At least for now, it looks like the Kellys want Angel alive.
We need to find him, see what they did to him, and what that fucking microchip is all about.
Seems like advanced technology for Mary Kelly and her band of thugs to be waving around. Could Mary be part of a scary dark web hacker group like, say, oh, I don't know, pick one, 0 Day?
Interesting theory, Bagley, but hold your investigation algorithms for the moment, will you? Angel needs us.
The incinerator they mentioned is probably the Southern incinerator. It's practically right round the corner.
Hell yes. You see all that? Fuck, I'm good at being in DedSec.
You wouldn't have been recruited if DedSec thought you'd be killed that easily.
You trying to be nice, Bags? Aw, thanks, mate.
Don't let the AI get into your head. He's proud of us, I promise. Well done.
fuck. You all right? Here, let me help.
Wicked, a street artist. Maybe they'll draw me a tattoo. Hey mate, are you ready to wake up from this dystopian nightmare or what?
Are you dead sick? Thank the Lord. I could use your help.
Sure, maybe. What's up?
So, I volunteer with this charity, group, that helps undocumented immigrants. It keeps them from being snatched by the deportation squads. But me can't get in touch with anybody I've helped. It's too suspect. I'm worried something bad has happened.
Alright, got it. Anti-deportation charity, possibly dodgy, needs looking into. We're on it.
I traced her message history, and her charity contact was texting her from a known Clan Kelly hideout.
Criminals operate in these areas.
This is London Calling. You're listening to Buccaneer, your source for what they don't want you to know. With me, Tash. It's hard to believe that there could be shortages of food and medicine in an advanced country like ours. And yet, here we are. Those old government promises of adequate food turned out to be just another lie. Today we're short of basic foodstuffs and vital medical supplies. Hundreds have already died of conditions that could be easily cured. The black market means that criminal gangs like Clan Kelly run our cities. And Prime Minister Dev Hassani isn't even around to pretend to care. How do we go from a consumer paradise to a place of empty shelves and fighting for supplies? What turns a land of plenty into a wild west of hoarding, food battles and black market barons? We protect everyone who comes on the podcast by keeping their identities a secret. Here's veteran political reporter Ian on the power behind shortages.
Look, I mean, what was the first thing that happened when Britain sealed itself off? Like, the first stuff that got stopped from coming in was fresh food. I mean, we could live without the fresh food. I mean, everyone's quality of life got instantly worse, but we could live without it. The most damaging part was when the radioactive isotopes stopped coming in. Now, radioactive isotopes, that's what we use in cancer screening, cancer treatment. Now, that stuff, it has a short half-life. Technetium used to save hundreds of thousands of lives just by screening for cancer, let alone testing for cancer. But that stuff has a half-life of 66 hours. As soon as those rules went up, there was just no time to bring it into the country, and that is when people started dying. And then the medicines. The thing is, there's loads of medicines that you just can't stockpile. There was a moment before it took place when actually there was some effort to try and stockpile some of the medicines. There was some things that could be done. For a lot of it, there was simply nothing that could be done. We had a major problem with drugs for schizophrenia. So we saw such an uptick in the kind of attacks that we saw on the street, people suffering on their own because they didn't have the mental health drugs, because those drugs simply couldn't be stockpiled. We eventually found the same thing with foods that weren't produced in the UK. And the trouble with the UK was we don't produce our own food. We never have. For hundreds of years, we produced under half of our own food. So as soon as those walls went up, we started having significant material problems in the country. And Britain always told itself it had this national myth, right, that because it got through the war, that it could go through any kind of hardship. I mean, that wasn't really the case. Actually, people during the war were far more frightened than some of this historical stuff makes out. Now, what did we see? People don't want to go through that stuff. They were desperate for the things that they had before, and they were scared. So they went to the black market. The same thing that always happens. And where did the growth of Clan Kelly come from? It came from people wanting the things that they could previously get legitimately and could now only get through the black market, funneling funds towards criminality. And from there, we got to the situation we have now of this bit of war between criminals and security that seems to dominate what's going on out there on the streets.
Nothing shakes people's faith in capitalism quite as much as when capitalism fails to deliver. Here's underground writer and analyst Alfie, The Politics of Poverty.
I think what we've come to now is a realisation that capitalism...
As we expected, a full-blown Clan Kelly operation. Looks like they're detaining undocumented immigrants on site for some reason. Suggest you rescue whoever's being held here and then contact our friend.
Piss easy. I got this. never get tired of this.
Come on then, you wankstein! Come on! Piece of shit! I'm gonna slap you up, fam! Come here and fight! I know what's going on. Coming for you. Nothing much here.
There they are. Careful, Clan Kelly might be willing to kill them rather than let them escape. Right, get her out. Once we're clear of the area, you can report on what we found.
Hi, I'm DedSec. You want to hear something fucked up? You work for Clan Kelly.
Shut your mouth. Me not work with no Kellys. They're human rights activists. Got papers and IDs to prove it.
If by human rights you mean human trafficking, then that's true.
God, I'm a fucking fool. I need a shower knowing I help traffic people. Thank the Lord you stopped it, DedSec. I wish I could have done the same.
So, do you want to fight? Not me, just in general. For DedSec.
Count me in.
All right, now let's schedule your mandatory DedSec face tat. Just kidding. Welcome to the team.
Wicked! Whatever London wants to throw at us, me ready.
Hell yes.
On the target now. Initiate search protocol.
Reported near your location.
Received. Mobilizing now. Out. Suspect has a gun. I say again, suspect has a weapon over. Control. I've lost the target. Control, can I get some assistance? Over. There's our target. Over. Control, send an ambulance to my location. All units, force this suspect to stop.
The Bug. Objective voice of objective.
Auto drive now enabled.
Objectionable world. Hello, Bugsters. Welcome to The Bug, the comedy show that holds up the Medusa of satire to the already immovably concrete face of modern Britain. I'm Andy, I bench 480, and I can crack a tree
Any sign of the
just by
target?
looking at it.
Anyone?
Can I? Well, what is reality anymore, anyway? Alice, what do you think?
Control.
I
We are
bet
still on the
body weight.
suspect.
Right.
Over.
Well, not my body weight. The
Okay.
body weight of a baby.
Yeah, I mean, you don't need to give that kind of detail. Just
It's very impressive. People look at me and go, where did you get that baby?
You are listening to The Bug.
In this week's Truth News, according to an official poll, 98% of Londoners are very happy with CTOS. And I am not sure that I agree with this, Andy. I don't think 98% of Londoners are
Shit! Officer down! Officer down! I'm empty!
What's taking us?
Right, close this fucker down. What the? They're going bloody crazy!
They're wounded!
Your teammate has sought out new accommodations in an Albion holding cell. Have London rents really gotten that bad?
Well, that's motivating. Let's go, Bags. I'm good. I'm good. Am I good? Yeah, I'm good.
Crosses the line.
Am I mad to be looking at an Albion dick for recruitment right now? Might be quite nice to have someone on the inside, you know?
You pisshead! What?
Unnecessary. Little ray of sunshine for today. Why am I surprised? What?
The Bug. Objective voice of objection for a most objectionable world. Hello, Bugsters. Welcome to The Bug, the comedy show that holds up the Medusa of satire to the already immovably concrete face of modern Britain. I'm Andy. I bench for 8.